Okay, so welcome. Before we start, I just wanted to go over some confidentiality with you. Everything you say here will be kept in this room, unless a few things happen. So, if I have to talk to my case manager about some things, her and I will be the ones to look at your file. Or if you express self harm or harm to others, I do have to report that. And also, if anything happens with you in the law, my notes might get put into court. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So why don't you start by telling me about why you're here today?
Well, I just got accepted into all the programs I applied to for college, but I'm really concerned about moving away from home, just because all of them are further away from home than I expected.
So where did you get into?
So I got into U of T, Algonquin, and then Huron College, which is in London.
Yeah, so pretty far.
Yeah.
Well, when are you leaning more towards?
I'm leaning towards Huron, but living in Peterborough, it's like 3.5 hours, and I'm really concerned about being that far away from all my family and friends.
For sure. Do you have any other friends going away with you?
No, they've all decided to go to Fleming, so I'd be the only one that's leaving.
Okay. Well, that's exciting though to start a new chapter in your life. Do you know anyone away, anyone else that's in London, or any family members at all?
My sister went to Fanshawe there, but she's home now. So
did she enjoy the experience?
Oh, she loved it.
Yeah. London's a big city too, so it's not like moving to a small town like a big city. There's lots to do, lots to keep you busy. So what else is going on?
My boyfriend doesn't really want me to go. Mind you, I don't know if I want to stay with my boyfriend.
Okay.
So it's a difficult situation because he's going to go to Fleming too. But yeah, he doesn't want me to go that far away.
And how's your relationship with him?
It's all right. I know I could probably do better, which is bad to say, but at the same time, we've only been dating for a couple months, and he already is like, no, you need to stay. I'm like,
okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been together? Just a couple months?
Just a couple months, yeah.
Okay, so new relationship. But it's going well so far?
It's not going, horrible, so I guess that's a good thing.
How'd you guys meet?
School.
Okay.
My school,
yeah. Good. And you guys are in the same friend group, or?
No. We just kept running into each other during one of our, the breaks between classes, and finally he sat down with me and my friends at lunch, and we started hanging out.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I'm hearing is that you're a bit nervous, to go on from school, but, so if you and your boyfriend, decide to move things off, do you think you're going to be okay with that, or do you think you're going to have some troubles with that?
I think I'll be fine. I mean, he's a good guy, but I just don't, I'm young, right? I don't know if it's going to last, and if I do want to go to college somewhere else, I don't really want somebody holding me back from that.
For sure. That's a good thing for you, though, to know that, where your priorities are. And good. So, is there anything else going on?
I don't know. I'm just nervous of what to choose for school. Because, they are 3 very different programs. One's, a university program, and the other 2 are more colleges. But I don't know. I'm just having a hard time formulating what I want to do because I did apply to different programs.
What programs did you apply to?
So I applied for social work at U of T, and then I did social service work at Algonquin, and Huron was just kind of a general degree because I was I like social work, I like social service work, but maybe I want another option. And that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, is just something different.
Okay. What would be the deciding factor between a university or college? Would it be the program, or would it be the actual school itself, or?
I guess I'd have to go see, because I hear that some of the teachers can be a little more presumptuous at university
for sure.
than at college. So I definitely have to be a mix between meeting the professors and then actually visiting the schools to see if I just like the atmosphere. Yes,
So are you going to go to the open houses?
that's the plan.
Trouble I had for going for open houses was that it, like sometimes the dates got like overlapped each other. But I know for Huron you can for sure go and like request a. I'm pretty sure for every school you can go and request a tour, like a self tour, and then they tell you like it's a lot more personal if you go and do it that way. But so with your friends, so do you think that they are going to stay? Like, are you guys going to be good on that front?
I hope so. I mean, I've been friends with a couple of them since elementary school, so I think we'll be fine. I think the girls that I met in high school are a little different. Definitely not the people I thought I would be hanging out with in high school. Not a bad crowd, but just different. But I do feel like the distance will kind of separate things. They are all staying here, so they're only going to get closer. And then obviously I'm moving away, so I won't be home as often.
Do you think you're going to come home a bit though?
It's only if I do go to Huron, it's about 3.5, 4 hours drive. So I don't feel like I'll be home every weekend, but I'll try to get home for the holidays and for the breaks and stuff. And if there's like something important, then obviously come home for that.
And like there is like the semester does go by like really quickly. The first semester like flies by, right? And you also like there's 3 weeks at Christmas time. There's a week for a reading week, and then a week for like a week for the next reading week too. So it does go by pretty quickly. Like from like my remembering when I was in college, like it did fly by. But for sure there is that worry about you losing connection with your friends. That's totally valid. Is there like, do you think your friends would come down and see you at all?
I would hope so. I mean, not that I know much about Peterborough party life, but I feel like London, like that's where I choose to go, or even Toronto, the things to do there's more to do there than there is here. Just because we've been here all our lives, we've kind of, there's only so many times you can go to the lift locks and be like, oh, that's cool.
For sure.
Before you want something new.
For sure. And plus, if you went to Toronto, like that's only an hour drive.
An hour and a half, 2 hours, depending.
Are you worried about like the course load at all?
Sometimes. I mean, I don't think I have to take math for social work or social service work, but I think for the general degree, you do. And I'm not very good at math.
They do have tutors.
Okay.
Would you take advantage of that type of thing?
If I had to take math, I would need to.
I'm with you on that one. I'm not good at math, but I don't think for the social service worker you'd have to do math, but it could be something that comes into play. But I don't think you have to worry too much about that. So deciding about like university or college, like are you more of a hands-on learner, or like do you think you'd benefit from the university or college aspect of?
I think a bit of both, because I do like working with people and being hands-on and having assignments that are actually, useful. But at the same time, I really do enjoy writing and doing theory. So I feel like both would be beneficial, which is why I applied to both. But I don't know if I want to, if I want to do one or the other, or if I want to do one first and then do the other one.
Yeah, that's always an option to do, because a lot of people do high school and then they go into college and then university, but that is a lot of time, but definitely worth it if that's what you want. So what else is? Do you think how's your home life with your family? Do you think that's good for when you go away?
Yeah. So it's my older sister already went away and did all of that. So my parents aren't too concerned with me leaving. I think because I'm the baby of the family, they're a little sad, I guess, that I'll finally be gone, because I told them I wasn't staying in town, which is a little hard on them, just because we are so close. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not going to live under your roof forever. It'd be really weird if I moved a husband in, started having kids, just chilling in the living room. And I was like, yeah, going to bed, night mom, night dad.
Has it always been like a decision for you to like you want to move away?
Not always. Originally, I did think about going to Fleming, but I just thought I needed something different. Like, I've lived in Peterborough my entire life. And although it's going to cost a little bit more with rent and buying my own food and doing my own laundry, I just feel like it's a good opportunity to start that experience somewhere else.
So when did you start to want to go away?
Probably like 16 years old, so like a year and a half ago, 2 years. Yeah. Not that I don't like Peterborough because it's a great place, but I want something different. And I just feel like that's a way to go.
Well, you seem like you're pretty like set on your decision of like moving away and like that you're like you're nervous, but you seem excited, which is good. And I'm happy you know where your priorities are with relationships and friendships and all that type of stuff. So if you want to meet again before you leave to try and or to help like with the decision process, I'm always here for that. But yeah, I think we did good for today, and we can meet again in a couple weeks if that's okay with you.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for coming today.